Hey YouTube, I'm just here doing an unboxing knife review type deal on the um, Zero Tolerance 450 CF. CF obviously being carbon fiber. It is, I can't get it to focus. Well, you just have to take my word for it. It's S35VN. It's a little better. But anyways, I had ordered a couple of different knives from Blade HQ, and one of them being the Wharncliffe Quartermaster knife, and it was horrible. That's not saying anything about Quartermaster, because Quartermaster makes a really good knife, and I own several of them. But anyways, I shipped them back, and I was looking through, and I'm like, I've got just about everything, but and I love zero tolerances. I want to try and get a little sleek gentleman type knife, and that's the reason I had gotten the Quartermaster to begin with. And anyway, so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this because I've seen there's the bigger version of this, there's the custom version of this, which is also bigger, and then there's the full titanium version of this, and it's all titanium stonewash blade, and then red back spacers along the back. And then this version is the most recent 2006 version. And anyways, I thought I'd give it a go, and I am completely blown away. I mean, again, I'm working with a cruddy cell phone camera, but that carbon fiber is the best carbon fiber I've ever seen. I mean, without a question, hands down. I've got custom handmade knives with carbon fiber handles that aren't even close to being as good as this. And it has, anyone that thinks that this is just like that real slick carbon fiber, it's not. It almost has like a matte finish on it. It's kind of, it's not gritty, I wouldn't say, but it's textured, and it just, oh man, it's unbelievable. Secondly, the blade centering on it is spot on. Again, sorry for the camera. Pocket clip is just their standard pocket clip they put on everything. Actually, I really do think that this is a little bit long of a pocket clip for this kind of knife. I'd have liked them to put one of those little short stubby ones on it, just because it's really would make the knife look a lot nicer, show more of the titanium. I don't have exact specs on this, sorry, but it's about a 7.5-inch blade. It's about a 4-inch handle with a 3.25-inch blade on it. And something really cool they did is put these lime green back spacers in there, and it just really makes the knife pop. I mean, to me, it's just really what sets this knife apart. The only thing that they could have done to make it any better was to put some type of lime green decorative pivot in there. That would have just really made this knife stand out, but it does enough on its own. The titanium side is all DLC coated. The clip is not. The clip is stainless steel painted or something. I don't know what type of coating that is on there, but I do know that the titanium is DLC coated, and the blade is also DLC coated. And I'm sure all of you guys are familiar with this knife, maybe just not this version of it, but hands down, it's spot on. I mean, the flipping action is absolutely phenomenal. It is on bearings, and you can either pull, do the light switch, and it flicks out perfect, or you can do the finger push. The finger push is a little bit difficult because your hand naturally wants to rest on that clip. Again, I would have made that clip smaller, so it kind of pushes on the lock side. But if you get your hands just right and not resting on the lock bar, the finger push just pushes right out. I am a size large glove, but I've got really fat fingers. I mean, obviously, I got big hands. But my 3 hands fall perfectly into there, and my pinky rests perfect. And I think if you look at the way that this handle's designed, that's actually the way it's supposed to go. There is some jimping on the top of the blade, and it works perfectly. It's not too much jimping, and it's just right. I mean, so your regular grip fits perfect. Reverse grip, your finger wants to lay right there, perfect. Perfect. I mean, the guy that they designed this knife just unbelievably. Not gonna make this a long video, but I'll show you a couple of comparisons to this. Quartermaster, almost pretty much the same exact size. What's another really common knife that everyone would know? Yeah, I'll show you how small it is compared to the paramilitary. I'm sure most people are thoroughly familiar with the paramilitary. So it's not a small knife by any means. It feels when it's closed up and it's in your hand, it is ultra light. I mean, it is super light, but and so it feels like a small knife in the hand. It's not very wide. I think it's almost a ½ inch thick, but not quite. And it just is so light, but once it's out and it's open, it's almost, I mean, it's almost the size of a paramilitary. I mean, not quite, but, just right under that mark between a large folder and a small folder. This would be a medium folder, and we don't see a whole lot of that. It's either a big folder or a little folder. And this is kind of, that right in between, that perfect size for any application. Carry anywhere, suit and tie, or just in your cargo shorts or jeans or whatever. This is the perfect all-around knife. Now, as far as testing it goes, I have no idea. It's Saturday. I just got it, and but with my experience from Zero Tolerance, there's they're one of the best knife makers out there. I mean, and for under $200, this is a $180 knife. I paid for overnight shipping, so it was $200. But Zero Tolerance, you just can't go wrong. I mean, their attention to detail, their fit and finish is always spot on. Their centering, every blade I've ever gotten is always dead center. They do put in the lock bar insert, stainless steel. It's also an over travel for your lock bar. Doesn't get any better than that. So if you were on the fence about getting it, stop and just go get it. It's well worth it. It's well worth it, without a question. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy. Hope this helps somebody that was thinking about buying the knife. And I think people are either going to love or hate the lime green. I just happen to be one of those guys that love it. We see black and red, and black and bronze, and black and blue, and all these different colors, but we never see black and lime green. It just looks really good. It really does. All right, thanks, y'all. Have a good day. Under 10 minutes.